Hey everybody, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time of the day it happens to be for you. Welcome to the Daily Dose. I have a question for you. What happens if you park a car and you don't start it and you don't do anything with it and you just leave it there for years? What happens? Begins to deteriorate, right? Begins to deteriorate, fall apart. What happens when a home is not lived in and it's just left alone for years or even decades? What happens? It just falls apart. I mean, eventually it just completely disintegrates, right? The reality is that it's not just cars and homes or even our bodies, but you and I as individuals, we're never standing still. There's never just a moment of homeostasis where we're not going any one direction or another. We're always moving forward or we're moving backward. Just like a car is either rolling and going or it's disintegrating. A home is either being improved and painted and taken care of or it's disintegrating and falling apart. Your body, if you're not exercising and eating properly and taking care of your body is falling apart on you as we speak, right? The same thing is true with our attitudes. The same thing is true with our mental capacities, our reading abilities, our speaking abilities. Muscles atrophy. Brain function atrophies. You see, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. There's no such thing as just staying still. That's why in my industry of personal development and direct selling, I hear people all the time say, well, that's just the way that I am. And I'm thinking to myself, well, that may be the way you are right now, but if you're not making any efforts to make changes, positive or otherwise, that's not going to be the way that you are in another 5 or 10 years. It'll be that way multiplied by 10. So if you're going in a, you know what I mean? If, some people say, well, I'm just kind of negative. That's just kind of how I am. Well, if you don't work to change that, and then in another 10 or 20 years, you won't be kind of negative. You'll be real negative because you're never standing still. You're always moving in a direction. There's always some form of inertia in your life, in your personality, in your health, in your wellness, in everything about you. So if you're not positively working towards something, you can be assured that you are moving steadily away from it. You see, if you're not consciously making an effort to improve your health, then your health is going to be getting worse. If you're not consciously making an improvement to improve your attitude or your communication skills, then your attitude or your communication skills are going to be deteriorating, just like your car or just like your body, if it's not being used. So know that there's no such thing as status quo with human beings. We're either getting better or we're getting worse. And my question to you is, are you letting your house rot? Are you sitting still thinking that nothing's changing? Because I can promise you it is. And if you're not consciously changing for the better, there's a good chance that you're unconsciously moving towards the worse. So make a conscious effort to move in the direction you want to go instead of letting fate or nature take you where you may not want to go. And go out there today and make it a great day.